Alrighty then. G'day guys. Hello. How are we all doing? Welcome. Give me 2 seconds. Let me oh, why am I looking so blue? Ooh, I shouldn't be blue. Why am I blue? That's why I'm blue. There we go. That's much better. Just bear with me while I go and close the door. I'll be right back. I just wanted to get in on the hype train here. Guys, thank you so much for donating so early in the morning. My God, I can see so many familiar faces. Guys, here's the deal. We're doing world building today, and that's kind of what we're aiming at. So, yeah, basically we're going to do a 5-course meal of magic items that we're going to build today with the community. We've unlocked level 1 with the hype train. So we're going to do an appetizer. Level 2, we're going to do a salad. Level 3, we're going to do our main. Level 4, we're going to do an accompaniment, so a drink or a beverage of some kind. And then level 5, we'll do a dessert. Now, speaking of drinks, I'm going to go get a drink real quick because I wasn't ready. But I wanted to tell everyone what we're going to do, given, we've only got 3 minutes for it. So, yeah, welcome in. Sit down. Get comfy. We're going to be doing some mad-ass world building and stuff like that. We're just going to hang out. We're going to get a chance to talk and get to know each other. That's what this whole thing is. So, yeah. Some Gen, sadly, going to be lurking today. No worries. It is always a pleasure to have lurkers, and it's always a pleasure to see so many wonderful people. I can see McBluff, and I can see Noria, I see Myth, and I see Ire. You guys, it's all good. So good to see you guys. Jamar, Lance, Fluffy. Hi, Fluffy. What's this? We are doing some world building today. That's what we're going to be doing. While we are waiting for our Hero Forge minis to be printed, yeah, we're just going to chill out and do some world building. I see you, Oracle. I see you. Nice. We've hit level 2, and what that means is that we are now going to be doing a community salad. So we're going to be making a magical appetizer. We're going to be making a magical salad. Level 3, we're going to hit our mains. We're only 23% off, guys. Wow. Okay. Yeah, there you go. New subscribers. So many new subscribers. Thank you so much, Kethra, for gifting a sub to Crispy Asl. I think that's what it says. Crispy ASL. Oh, okay. That makes more sense. I don't know what I was thinking. But yes, thank you. And of course, to our new subscribers, please enjoy your brand new emotes. Use them to unleash the horde wherever you travel. I think Noria also sent one as well. I'm sorry, I'm so backed up. Let's see. Maybe not. Maybe, it says it here. Myth has gifted a sub to Samburger X Fries. That sounds amazing and perfectly adequate. Noria has gifted to Gandian, Adrian. Hi, Adrian. And the Creative Garden. Very nice. I like Creative Garden. That's very cute and very creative. I like that. Finally, I can enjoy a creative stream again. Yay! Oracles. Yay! All right. Cool. I'm going to go get my drink because that's what I was going to do. And then we'll come back and we'll see how far the hype train's gotten before I've even started my stream. Yeah, there you go. All right. Alright. Oh, level 3 complete. Alright, that's a main dish. Wow, that's amazing. Thank you so much, guys. Alright. So here's the skinny. We've got, we're going to be creating a magical appetizer, a salad. You know what? I'm going to write these down. We'll do these now. We'll do these while we have. So, where is it? I think I created didn't I create a category? I might have created a category. Maybe I didn't. Okay, let's create a category. So we've got, so for those of you who want to know, this is Scrivener, which is up the back here. This is my world building toolbox. Basics, God, faith, yada, 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 magic. Okay, so magic, add new folder, food magic. Okay, add a new text folder. Let's go with magic food. Yeah, magic food. Okay, there we go. We'll just call it that. All right, so yeah, we're gonna be doing an appetizer. I can't spell. There we go. Appetizer, a salad, a main dish. All right, so level 4, we're going to be doing an accompaniment. So we've got 60% left on that, and you guys are killing it, absolutely killing it. So yeah. For those of you who are joining the chat for the very first time and not having any clue what's going on, my name's Michael. I'm the Dead Aussie Gamer. We do role playing and we support each other. We use role playing to promote mental health and well-being, as well as creativity and just all around being awesome. We have a wonderful and welcoming community which focuses on, just doing and sharing our love of D&D and all other types of tabletop role-playing games. Wow, thank you so much. Oh my god. Noria, I appreciate you guys. I appreciate you guys so much because, as many of you know, our dear friend Dredd is, of course, having some time off due to personal issues. A portion of what I'm going to be making today from Twitch, in fact, what I'm going to be making from December for Twitch, is going to go to him and his family. So thank you so much, not only from me, but also for my dear friend who is definitely going to appreciate your support and your love. So, hey, thank you so much. All right, so we got to level 4, which means we are going to be adding a drink or accompaniment. Now, what do we mean by an accompaniment? So, for example, if we were to create a main dish that was a fish dish, for example, we might create an accompanying soup or rice dish that might go with the main as well. That in itself could be a single dish. So that's what we're looking at. So if we go with a drink or an accompaniment, we might do either. So the last one for the hype train, we have 3.5 minutes, is the dessert. Can we get the dessert going? Now, what are we doing here with this? Now, with my particular world, my particular setting, I am a huge fan of food and I am a huge fan of magic. So I am marrying the two ideas. And in my world, consumption magic or devouring magic or food magic are all hand in hand a type of very, very commonplace feature of my world. While not all food is magical, non-wizards, non-spellcasters can make magical food by using magical ingredients. And that was one of the things that I wanted, to be a part of it. I wanted to look at alchemy, scroll use, and, basically, like potions and eating as the way that non-magical characters can interact with a magical world. So let's say that you were about to go swimming, right? And I prepared you a rice ball that actually was made by a master chef who used very rare ingredients. You eat the ball and you grow gills, right? It's like a potion, but it's delicious. And it's something that's prepared by someone who is not a wizard, because a potion has to be made by an alchemist or a wizard who has the spell already. And I kind of get that idea. I kind of get the notion of it. But it's like, well, what's the point then? If you need to be a wizard, you may as well just make a wand. But in this case, it's like, well, if you don't need those things, then yeah, fantastic. You can just eat the little, like fishbowl rice thing, and then you can go swimming. So that's the idea. That's the idea of my world's food element. So today we're going to be looking at the hype train, because the hype train always starts before I've even come on stream, and I've decided, you know what, seeing as we're doing some world building, we'll do a course for a meal. For every tier that we get. And in the last minute and a half, I'm also going to throw in, if we get to tier 5, I will also throw in my first chef NPC, and this will be their menu. So we'll make the menu first, and then we'll make a chef on Hero Forge showing that out. So yeah, there you go. And yeah, it could be something like ramen. It could be, culture and food are just so deep and so meaningful in our world that it would be just silly not to include it in my world and not to put as much stock in it as well. All right, let me give some thank yous first of all. So let's give a big shout out and thank you to, of course, Mythical, who has donated a ton of bits and a bunch of subs. Thank you so much, Myth. Jamar for the 21 bits. I love the little wall of bits that you've thrown up. Always brings me a smile to my face. Noria for the bits and the community subs, which continue to bolster my my channel. Thank you so much. To McBluff, of course, for the bits that came in. Lou Boffin! Oh my god. Everyone, ladies and gentlemen, may I introduce, if you do not know, the wonderful and incredible Lou Boffin, a fellow streamer from South Australia who loves role-playing games, loves their family, loves cooking gingerbread houses. It's amazing. Definitely go and share some love. Let me give you a shout out. Let me give you a shout out here. Bam, Lou Boffin. I do apologize if I didn't notice you come in earlier on. I'm still just catching up on just everything scrolling. To, of course, Colonel Jerzath. I hope I'm saying that right. Welcome in. Welcome to the crypt. I hope you enjoy your stay. Calendria! Hi, Calendria! Thank you for the bits. Noria for more subs, more bits. McBluff, Mythical, Kethra, Moonsea, Noria, McBluff, man, you guys, Ire Janasi, there we go. And, Small Town Creepy, thank you so much. And ladies and gentlemen, I believe that brings us very neatly to the tier 5 sub, which means we are going to be doing the full course of our menu for our magical D&D game. And of course, we are going to be building a chef as well. So there you go. We've got what we're going to be doing today. All right. Fan-freaking-tastic. Board. Yes, no, don't get me started. We could do a Swedish chef inspired thing, but we'll figure it out. All right. So let me lay down some groundwork on what food magic is in my world. So in my world, there are different styles and different types of magic, which you can see just kind of on the left-hand side here, okay? The Magi, or the Magi, are the people who wield this type of magic, right? Now, within the Magi, there are different, I guess, standards of magic, which are the 7 schools of magic that we know. So, conjuration, abjuration, evocation, etc., etc., etc. So that is basically magic as its base, right? As dictated by the first of the wielders of magic. After that, there came a few different varieties of magic. So the first that came up was consumption magic, which we've got kind of a history on. We got an idea of what this is. I haven't filled it out yet, but you know what? While I'm talking about it, so history of magic. Now, for those of you who remember my world, the god of destruction does not exist. He actually came down to Earth and was transformed into the Tarrasque. The Tarrasque was defeated by the united forces of the people, like the elves, the dragons, all the ancient races. They banded together to defeat the Tarrasque. But a scholar who I haven't named yet, so I haven't built or developed it yet. A scholar had started to look into the strength of the Tarrasque and developed consumption magic. Yes, my love? Was there a knock? Nope. It's in my mind. Consumption magic. There we go. All right. So, develop consumption magic. Now, what is consumption magic? Consumption magic is the idea of consuming something in order to gain power or gain abilities. That's the nature of it. It doesn't matter what the ability is. So, for example, if you drink a potion of shield and you gain a shield, it's consumption magic. Even though shield as a spell is abjuration, it is still counted as abjuration, but it is also counted as consumption magic because it requires you to ingest it. Now, this became a big thing because consumption magic is technically cursed, right? So the god of destruction had basically an interior that was a sphere of annihilation. Anything he ate, he not only destroyed, but added its power to his mass. So if he ate, let's say a fighter, he would then consume that fighter's powers and abilities. If he ate a wand of resurrection, he could now cast resurrection. Basically, this is what was called devouring magic, not to be confused with consumption magic. So, devouring magic was forbidden. It was a banned type of magic because it involved stealing stuff from other people. So, if you could, like, for example, say a vampire. Does a vampire use devouring magic? No. A vampire uses consumption magic because while they drink blood from other creatures, they use it for survival. They use it to increase their own power, but they don't take the power from someone else, right? They don't remove it or permanently get rid of it. So that's the difference between consumption and devouring magic. So that's the origin of that. There are other types of magic as well, but we won't go into them because I want to build these food items. But we have blood magic, which is, of course, the vampirism and stuff like that, where it's the transfer of life essence from one place to another. Not to be confused with necromancy. Blood magic is it's not forbidden. It's just weird and creepy. Font magic is kind of writing and script and language. Fate magic is luck, so things like gambling and stuff like that. Anti-magic is literally the absence of or the removal of magic, which is its own category because I'm creating priests, for those of you as old as me who remember priests from back in the day. Alright, so those are the different types of magic. Now, within the consumption magic, we have our food magic, and I always thought potions were just such an underrated thing, you know? Like, there are always potions, like, you know, it's like, yeah, cool, you've got a potion of blah, 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 blah. Fantastic. Why, what does it taste like? What does it feel like? How does it, you know, like, how do you make one? Like, what is the process of it? So, for example, in my world, healing potions taste like basically a pomegranate, like a pomegranate juice, like, because for me it was like, well, what would a red liquid potion taste like? I went, well, in the story of Hades and Persephone, Persephone went down to Tartarus and consumed a pomegranate, and that was kind of the start of like the dramas within that. If you're into Greek mythology, you kind of know what I'm talking about. So I thought, hey, pomegranates, that makes sense. You know, like, pomegranates have a connection to life and death through that story, and why shouldn't it not taste like that? And they're bright red, so perfect. And they stain everything, if you've ever worked with pomegranates. Ugh. All right. So with that in mind, that is the nature of what my food magic is, and what I'm going to be trying to do and achieve today. Is I'm going to try and take the idea of magic, take the idea of something delicious that could easily be consumed like a potion, and then make it into a meal. So let's start with the appetizer. Now, the appetizer has to be something that whets the appetite, something that almost doesn't fill you, but makes you hungry for more. In Australia, we have a word called Moorish, which I found out, other countries don't use that word, which is very weird for me. So, in terms of an appetizer, what appetizer would we consider to be a good start to our 5-course meal? Yeah, no, it works absolutely well with the pomegranates. Also, Dag, thank you for letting me share the idea I had with you earlier. No worries, McLuff. I'm always here to listen. I'm always here. Angry consumption magic, crouton hamsy. Crouton hamsy. I like that. Mozzarella sticks of elasticity that makes you all stretchy. Ooh, I like that one. All right, let's start a poll, and let's see if we can pick a favorite from our polling list. Here we go. So, new poll, appetizer. So we got mozzarella sticks. And keeping in mind, these are only the base. These are only the base, right? We can move that. Other places don't use Moorish. Yeah, exactly, Lou. I had no idea they never used Moorish. Like, we have a whole brand called Moorish nuts, because of what they are. You just eat them, and then that's it. Let's see. You know what? I'm gonna put like edamame. You know, is one of those things. Like, speaking of Moorish, maybe a bean of some kind. Or, I'm going to say beans and nuts. Beans and nuts. An Aussie wine? What do they call? Aperitif. Aperitif is what it's called. Okay, I like that idea. Let's add that in. I don't know how to spell aperitif. Oh, there we go. Aperitif. A drink. So yeah, no, this could be good. I like that. I like that. Maybe instead of starting the meal with the appetizer, you start with a particular drink. A variety of tapas. Ooh, that could be kind of cool. I like a good tapas. All right. Aperitif. Thank you. That's it. Yep. Tapas. Oof, I like that. All right, one more. If we can get one more good item. Oh, this stream is going to make you so hungry. What about a... I mean, I wouldn't say a meat platter. That's like too much, right? Oh, what about garlic bread? Nice, easy garlic bread. What do you guys think? Hey, Six of Spades, what's up? We are creating a magical menu. So think like potions that have like magic effects, but we're creating it as food. We are creating a community menu, and then we're going to create a character for my world that'll be based on it. Garlic bread is a classic. A charcuterie dish? What's that? Let's have a look. Oh yeah, the deli board. I agree. Ooh, sourdough. Ooh, you know what? I'm gonna throw I think I'm gonna throw the sourdough in here. Bread and oil. Okay, now here's why. The bread and oil thing is a very classic Italian start to a lot of stuff. And the thing is like, as much as we have the garlic bread and stuff like that, you can have oils that do have some very heavy flavors. That could be really cool. Freshly baked bread, duck fat for swimming, honey, mustard. Ooh. See, Noria, that idea there works perfectly with the oil. Oil and sauces. Okay, there we go. All right, so we got 2 minutes on the clock. We are going to be going for the following. So mozzarella sticks, let's get rid of the beans and nuts and make that a charcuterie. I don't know how to pronounce it. Board. I think that's a good one. The aperitif as a drink, tapas, or the breads and oils. Yep. Cool. There we go. All right. Let us know which you think is your favorite. Now, keeping in mind, we do have a drink and accompaniment, which goes with the main. It is not an aperitif, right? So the aperitif would be in place of the appetizer if we go that way, which is fine. It might work that you want to start the meal with something that is something that livens the palate. Could always have some kind of rolled Filipino food. Lumpia or feta roll. Yeah, that could be good. I think I heard someone say dim sum, and it made me really hungry. Oh, shumai. Oh, my God. Ugh. Could really go for some shumai. Dumplings or empanadas. Consider appetizers. I think they're a bit heavy. I think empanadas are a bit heavy. Same thing with dumplings. They're very, very heavy, I think. Dinner roll? Yeah, dinner roll. I think that'll go into the bread category. We're all going to raid the fridge together during this. Yes. Charcuterie. All right. Let's see. Where's everyone looking? Oh, I think everyone loves the bread and oil idea. Okay. I love the bread and oil idea as well. Okay. Do other countries do pig in a blanket, or is that just an American thing? We just call them regular. Not gonna put it. Aussies like sausage rolls, I find, more than pigs in blankets. We do have them, but I honestly, outside of like a kid's party, I've never seen it. Like, like kindergarten kids, like they might have them, but like you never see them. You never see pigs in blankets. Definitely no adults. I have no adults I know set out to go and have pigs in blankets. The bread could also have nuts and dried tomatoes. Yeah. Well, I was exactly thinking that. So you could have things like pistachios and stuff like that. And keeping in mind, keeping in mind we are in a fantasy world. So what we want to do is we want to take these ideas of really, really delicious cuisines that we could potentially make, but then looking at like how we then add magic and stuff to that. I'll hit up a pig and blanket at 2 a.m. from a server, but otherwise, yeah, it's a kid's party. Yeah, right? Yeah, it's synonymous with kids' parties in Australia. Man, I didn't even think I've seen him at the server. Maybe they have, but yeah. Americans are kindergarten. This is pretty accurate. Yeah. Look, I won't say anything about that. Okay, so breads and oils. So I guess the first thing you want to look at is we want to create a rough recipe, right? Now we don't want to create such a recipe that it's a cookbook, right? We want to make sure that we have the basic ingredients that we need and what we need. So basically, a sourdough it was one suggestion, or a dinner roll, I think was another. A brioche is always really, really nice. I don't know how to spell brioche. I hope I did that right because it's not correcting me. Good. Brioche is always good. As well as what do they call those short French breads? They are called... Oh, no, it is the sourdough. Okay, so yeah, French sourdough is what I'm thinking of. Okay. Most people find American and Aussie are kindred in spirit. Actually, no, a lot of people find Aussies and Canadians very kindred in spirit. Americans and Aussies are... Like, we're very loud. Like, Aussies are very, very loud, and so are Americans, of course. But we definitely, like, don't have a lot of the cultural outrage, I'm going to call it, that Americans have. Aussies will let, like, it's like water off a duck's back, right? Which is very Canadian in spirit, right? Like, it's really hard to offend the Canadians, and, they're pretty forgiving as people, at least the ones that I've met and from, culture and stuff. But yeah, I mean, that's just me. Sausage rolls are rolled up in batter called Wursches im Schlafrock. Wursche im Schlafrock. Sausages in pajamas. That's amazing. That is amazing. I love that. Okay. So I guess, hey, what's up, Art Heart Studio? We are creating a fantasy menu of magic food for my setting. It's a community build, and then we're going to create a character chef that this is their signature menu. All right, so I guess we're going to go with, what do we want? Sourdough, dinner roll, or brioche? If there's an outline, let's just do a poll. Do a poll, Michael. Don't second guess yourself. Sourdough, brioche, dinner roll. You haven't met the Canadians? I have. Think hockey fights. Well, look, I mean, yeah, that's fine. That's still like, you have a fight and then you walk away from it. Yeah, it's fine. Big finale tonight. Ooh, very nice, dude. Okay, hang on. Let me pull back from this while we're doing the vote. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Art Hard Studios is one of the most creative, welcoming, and wonderful communities I've ever had the pleasure of being a part of, and I want to tell you guys. We will. I mean, ideally they'll be running when we finish, and we'll go raid them. But I want to say that if you get the chance to, please drop a follow. Go check these guys out. Them and all the buds are just so chill, and it's amazing. Yeah, definitely go check them out. Big shout out, big love from the Dead Aussie Gamer for Art Hard Studios. And I can't wait to see what you got for the season finale. You have absolutely got this. You've really got this. I believe in you. All right. Yeah, there you go. See? Ooh, it's a pretty even split, actually. Like none of them are really standing out. Like brioche, dinner roll, and sourdough, I think everyone's kind of leaning in. I think sourdough is just moving past a little bit. Being German, I have to vote for sourdough. Fair enough. Oh, the brioche. Wow. Okay, yeah, brioche has just suddenly kicked it. Like, yeah, massive, massive brioche love. All right. Okay. Okay, so brioche is a very rich bread. Whereas standard breads can be made from nothing more than flour, salt, and yeast, brioche can contain eggs, milk, and butter, which make it rich, high in fat, and protein. The contents of these ingredients is what make the bread special. Okay, so buy votes for bits. Look, I mean, if the vote means that much to you, I am all for the bits being voted. It's not a popularity contest. It's a vote. All right, so we're going with the brioche. Now, because we know that brioche is and this is also a good time if you're building stuff like food in your games to write down some descriptors. Like rich, taste, heavy dough. With a crispy crust and spongy and a dense spongy body. All right, so that for me is like the thing. A rich savory. Right? So we got our brioche there. Now the next thing we need to oh, don't worry, Noria. We'll get another chance, and don't worry. They'll all it means, Noria, is that we will be putting sourdough on someone else's menu, and we'll have a German chef character come in. All right. So rich, savory taste, heavy dough with a crispy crust and dense, spongy body. Now this describes a brioche to us, which means that now that we know that there's again like yeast, flour, butter, milk, etc., etc., etc. What do we want to have to make this brioche magical? Should the bread be magical, or should the dipping sauces be magical? What do you think? Bread or oil? Which should be the magical element here? Brioche is more egg heavy. Brioche is more egg heavy bread. Oh yeah. No, exactly. So I've had a few like really really nice brioches, and I've always found there's a sweetness to them as well. I don't know where it comes from. I think maybe it's just because somebody put sugar in them, but yeah, spread should be different spreads, different magical effects. I'm thinking that idea too. I like the idea of the brioche itself is just a really nice quality brioche, and you dip it into these different things. Okay. In which case, oils for magical effects. Okay, I'm feeling from the audience we're getting oils. Still frustrating, but good luck with the world being more tasty. That's true. You know what? And you know what? Just because of that, Noria, I'm gonna show you this. Right? Okay. So add new text. Food from what did I call it? The Iceborne Furrow. German-inspired chef sourdough starter. There we go. Done. See? There it is. It's right there. It will go in somewhere. Okay, but for today, however, brioche recipe has sugar. Does it have sugar? Let me have a look. Let's see. Brioche. French bread, cross between a pastry and it, is enriched with butter and eggs, belongs to the family of Venezuela's croissants and stuff. Buttery, soft, and delicious, made into a sweet brioche or a savory brioche. So there are both. There are recipes for both. So I've probably only had the sweet ones. Yeah, I've probably only had the sweet ones. Also, hi, Arjun, I say hey. I said hi before. I'm saying hi again. All right. So bread be focused for the dips and the dips to. Oh, okay. So I see what you're saying. So what you're suggesting is that the brioche is kind of like a catalyst. So it's something in the brioche that is mixing. I like that idea. Okay, so what if, rather than just a straight brioche, going back to the idea of maybe some nuts and stuff like that. No, that's okay. So what's a good... So, walnuts are kind of good, but I think they're good in sourdough. Pistachio, I find, is really nice. Okay, so what if we go with a pistachio brioche? Rich savory taste, sponge, a green nut harvested from turned soil, from soil that we'll maybe make this nut into something. So like maybe the nut's like grows in volcanic soil. That could be a good one. And we could call it, so yeah, a green nut harvested from volcanic soil, that gives the bread a its a smoky taste without burning or toasting the bread. So I kind of like that idea. Sicilian pistachios. My carbon footprint is shameful. Greenish tinge to the crumb. Yeah, well, that's what I'm thinking. I often use it to imitate cheese. Oh, you're allergic to nuts. Well, I mean, there'd probably be an equivalent. Cashews. Ooh, cashews. Cashews are good. I do like cashews. Okay, so I think now we need to look at the dips. So dips available with as a vegan alternative is, instead of a brioche, I guess it would be like kind of a rice cake. Rice wafer. Smoked. No. Char grilled rice wafer. Yeah, char grilled rice wafer. That's also like the vegan alternative. So that's kind of cool. I like that. All right. Okay. So from here, delicious pumpkin seeds. I haven't eaten pumpkin seeds. It's not a thing. Nothing we do. Oh, nothing I've done. All right. So dips. So we have our oil dip. We have our sauce dip. We have our melted butter dip. Okay, so that's going to be quite heavy. So here's the thing. Now we want to look at the magic, okay? So the pistachio brioche with dipping oils. All right. The oils served provide bonuses based on what is dipped and eaten with the brioche. We can have a spicy dip. So let's have a chili oil. Let's have a garlic oil. And then let's have a sweet oil. And that way we've got like something very, very rich, something very spicy, and something very sweet. And I think those can kind of work out. So the idea behind the magic here is that you've got the bread, you've dipped it into the oil, and when you eat the oil, something happens. So what was this? Bagna cauda? What's a bagna cauda? Let's have a look. Ooh. Is a hot dish made from garlic and anchovies originating from Piedmont, Italy during the 16th century. Similar to fondue. Interesting. Interesting. I do like that idea. So actually, maybe that is a good idea. There was lag. Are these recipes for a D&D game? Very cool. This is for my world, my game world. We're doing a community build for a magic menu. So that is what we're doing today. Odd Bandicoot. All right. So garlic oil. Okay, I think fish is too heavy. I think as an appetizer, because remember it's very Moorish. We wanna get people to eat as much as they can. So I think the garlic oil. Now, what kind of garlic? Let's call this magic garlic. We're gonna give it a good name, right? So magic garlic oil. Let's say, as you eat this magic garlic oil, it will give you. Oh, I got it. Okay, so let's go with Dawn. Oh, what do they call a garlic? Garlic pod? So Dawn Fier garlic oil. The garlic oil does the following. When after eating for 1 hour, bright lights do not hurt your eyes, and colors become more vibrant. In addition, as the oil mixes with the bread in your mouth, your blood becomes toxic to vampires temporarily. Yeah, so Dawnfire garlic oil. After eating it 1 hour, for 1 hour, bright lights do not hurt your eyes, and color becomes more vibrant. In addition, the oil mixes with the bread in your mouth, and your blood becomes toxic to vampires. So basically, it's not psychedelic, but here's where my mind is going. What if there was a special type of garlic that vampire hunters used in general to fight off vampires, right? The idea of the Dawnfire is like, because sunlight is also a big thing that like harms vampires. This particular type of garlic grows only in places where the sun is, it only grows in direct sunlight, right? So deserts and things like this. So Dawnfire garlic, rare ingredient rarity. Let's say uncommon. It's an uncommon rare item. A clove of garlic that grows in areas with long days, usually the southern hemisphere. And is particularly effective for rebuking vampires and others with garlic weaknesses. There you go. Okay, so that's it. That's how you find it. That's what the rare item is. And so the colors here. Now, here's the important bit. Why is this an appetizer? The reason this is an appetizer is because now that you've eaten it and your eyes kind of adjust to not burning out when you're in the sun, the colors become more vibrant, meaning that when you eat other meals for that day, when you're eating the rest of this menu, your eyes are feasting upon the most vibrant elements of this meal. You know, it's not going to look dull. It's not going to look like, you know, like all of those subtle colors in your food are going to look amazing. Also, hi Laura, hi AK, welcome in, welcome in. Can they use it for adventures PTSD? For adventures with PTSD. I mean, maybe. Breath becomes toxic to vampires too. No, look, I don't think so. Because here's the thing. Because ultimately you want to also... because it's an oil you want to dip in. It's not like you're chewing on cloves of garlic. And, you know, ideally... well, actually, you know what? That's actually not a bad idea. What if that's one of the ideas behind, let's say, the chili oil? After eating, let's see, what happens with the chili oil? Let's say, after eating, the diner feels warm from the inside. And are purged of irritations to the skin, and yeah, purged to any irritations such as burns, rashes, or etc. Yeah. Or wounds to the dermal layer, such as skins, burns, rashing. So, like, for example, are these meant to be beneficial effects? Yes, they are. It's supposed to be something that you serve, and they you know, progressively helps them out. So, after the diner feels warm inside, they are purged of irritations and wounds. So, if you've got like poison ivy, stuff like that, you could use this oil and like either eat it or apply it to the wound. So maybe this is kind of it. It's like almost like a septic in a way. Not actually, but you know. So let's call this. Ooh, what's the name? What's the name of that two-headed snake? Escapilius. So let's go with, instead of chili, let's call it Asclepius root oil. And then Asclepius root comes from is the name of the thing. Ingredient. Let's also go with uncommon, because we don't want to make these things hard to get, right? A spicy root found in the mountains. Many local tribes have used it as a remedy for rashes and burns. Rashes, shallow cuts, and burns. Yeah. So basically, it's good for your skin. Is the idea? You know, what do we think of that? Do we like that idea? Do we not like the idea? Moonlight honey sweet oil raises charisma temporarily. Ooh, I like that one. Moonlight honey. I mean, I feel like you just need the honey. You don't need that. I feel like you don't need anything else with that. Like honey, like you can dip it in honey. That's perfectly fine. I think that with the pistachio would be amazing. A new class of ranger, the gatherer, for searching for food and stuff. Yeah, you know what? Let's add this to our new class list. Subclass ranger, gatherer. There you go. Food hunter. Gatherer. Yeah. Okay, done. Done. Feasting on the beauty of the thing. Yes. Sorry, I'm just catching up with chat. Should there be an antitoxin effect from food like fugu to be eaten safely? Yes. Yeah, I mean that could be something that we use when we look at the aperitif. Sorry, not the aperitif, what am I saying? The when we're looking at the main and we're looking at the the drink accompaniment, we could use a poisoned dish and we could make the drink an antitoxin. That'd be awesome. All right, feels very Persian with honey and pistachio. Yeah, it does a little bit. All right, so moonlight honey. Okay, a palate cleanser recommended to be dipped last, as it will subtly wash the garlic and spicy root flavors with a sweet honey taste. This will also remove this causes the diner to remove the sickened condition and removes bad breath. Soothe syrup. A ingredient uncommon. A concoction made from honey and other a simple syrup made from honey gathered from twilight bees that harvest at night. If ingested directly, it soothes stomach aches and soothes stomach aches. Done. So there we go. So that can be kind of cool. So yeah, if we have the moonlight honey, is like the honey, right? The honey itself is called moonlight honey. That's the ingredient, and you do get it from from the twilight bees, which are these flowing bees, which I'm imagining like these black bees with white stripes and like this speckled blue dots that kind of like look like stars on their back. Very, very pretty bees. But ingesting the honey, it's just honey, but it can be made into a simple syrup, and that simple syrup removes nausea, which I think would be really cool, because if you're eating garlic and then you're eating chili, your mouth would be like spicy and savory and stuff like that, but then you'd eat the honey and it'd be clean. And not only would that be a lot of fun, but it would encourage you to continue doing it. So then once you had a bite of like the garlic, you're like, oh, this is really tasty. You eat the chili, you're like, oh, that's really hot, that's spicy, that's got like that kind of like like wasabi, horseradish kind of taste. And then you dip into the honey and it's all gone. You're like, oh, hey, I want to do that again. And then you do it again. You know what I mean? And that's the idea of an appetizer. It makes you want to eat more. So I think we have absolutely nailed the appetizer. So that's cool. That's cool. So a pistachio and brioche bun with our dipping sauce with dipping oils. So we have the Dawnfire garlic oil, the Escapilius root oil, and we have the moonlight honey to dip in. And that creates That creates such a good vibe too, because if you actually, you know what we'll have with the Asclepius root. This includes any injuries to the tongue and palate. So that's another really good idea. So the first one makes all the colors really bright. The second one, as he eats it, would heal his mouth so that he can eat and taste better. And then the Moonlight Honey gets rid of those really bold flavors that might be lingering. So that's really cool. I love that. Hey, Avarian CA in the house. What is up? Welcome. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. If you do not know, Avarian is a wonderful and incredibly creative individual in the D&D space. A woodworker and carver extraordinaire that has done some amazing stuff. Not gonna lie, I've always been eyeing off your stuff, and it's just one of those things. I am addicted to Kickstarter. And so I tend not to have enough money for things, but I definitely have every intention to one day have my own piece of Avarian artwork in my house somewhere or another. So yes, please go check out Avarian. What we are doing today, to all those people who have just joined us, is we are creating a magical menu for a character in my D&D world. We have so far come up with the appetizer, which has come out really nicely. It is a pistachio burn with dipping oils. The brioche is a savory tasting heavy dough with a crispy crust and dense spongy body, with a green nut harvested from volcanic soil, which is a type of pistachio. Which gives the bread a smoky taste without burning or toasting the bread. As you dip these in oil and eat them, they have different abilities and powers. So Dawnfire Garlic Oil is the first, and when you eat it, bright lights don't hurt your eyes, which is really useful for things like drow and kobolds and stuff like that. Colors also become more vibrant after you've eaten it with the garlic oil. It then also mixes with your blood and makes your blood toxic to vampires temporarily. I haven't decided how long or any of the mechanical details, but that's it. So that's the garlic one. Then you have the Asclepius root oil, which is kind of like a spicy radish, like kind of like wasabi or horseradish. As you eat it, you feel warm inside. You are purged of irritations or wounds to the dermal layer of your skin, such as burns and rashes, and this includes any injuries to your tongue and palate, which means that, again, starting this first course of the meal, your first dish is going to... Actually, you know what? That should probably be the other way around. So let's cut that. So this is the order the oil that it should be eaten in. You should eat the root first, then you should eat the garlic, then a moonlight honey, which when eaten, sort of cleanses your palate, but then also removes any sickened conditions as well as bad breath. So this appetizer is preparing you for the meal, which I think is just awesome. Do twilight bees only pollinate plants that bloom at night? Yeah, absolutely. Oh yeah, smoking gun to the pistachios and then adding it to the dough. Yeah, that's a great idea. Thank you very much. Let me know. I'm very familiar with Kickstarter. Yeah. What did I do with Kickstarter recently? Dingo Doodles thing. That cost me like $600, which yep, that's me. All right. Okay. Well, I am happy with our first course. We'll throw out some names for what this thing should be later on. Right now, it is the pistachio brioche with dipping oils. I guess we now move to our salad dish. So, our salad dish. What is a salad dish? A salad dish is a vegetarian dish that comprises of a lot of greens and the like. And we need to magical smoking gun. Oh, no. I got a better idea. Okay, here we go. So rather than we have the green now, okay. pistachios are smoked by a tiny volcanic lizard called a something. I'm not gonna say Charmander. Lizard. A Chaguana? Ooh, Chaguana sounds nice. I like Chaguana. Charizard. No, I'm not gonna go with Charizard. Gecko? Ooh, Charanoli. Cha-anoli. I like that. That kind of rolls off the tongue. Yeah, I think Charanoli is definitely a good one. Anoli is a really cute too. No, I like it. All right, so a Anoli, which is known for breathing a rich smoke that infuses the pistachios with a smoky taste that doesn't burn or toast the bread. Nice, yes. So there we go. We've also created a tiny creature as well. So let's add that here. Monster Cha-anoli. Smoke lizards who release large plumes of smoke to escape predators. Individually, they are as small as a... They are size of a small lizard. That's really good. But in large groups, they have been known to suffocate predators. They are insectivores and are very domesticatable. Many chefs using their unique smoke for their menus. Nice. That's adorable. So a tiny little lizard that breathes out smoke. Dangerous because we could also use this for D&D encounters too. Like for example, yeah. Well, I mean you say lizards, yeah, the lizards hunting calming the bees. That's a great idea. Yeah, absolutely. 100%. Maybe that's it. Commonly beekeepers will also use the Charanoli to help maintain to help calm bees during honey harvests. Now what we're telling here is we're telling the story. So I did like the Chaguana as well. I mean, I think a Chaguana is a bit big. That's the only catch. Is I think a Chanole I think it should be Chanole. Canole. I think it's cuter, and I think that's important for this kind of creature. I think it's cuteness. The iguana is quite scary, right? Like if you ever actually seen an iguana, it's like, ugh, you know, like they are terrifying. Thank you, Noria, for the gifted sub to Haunted Miniatures. Also, just so you know, I saw the new box for Yanlo and the Victorias, and it looks awesome. I haven't got one yet, but I will one day. So anyway, so I love the idea that it's building this story now, because if the chef has a Charnoli, and also has Twilight Bees, then he's growing his own produce, right? Like, that makes perfect sense, which I think should make honey a feature in maybe all of the dishes. Or, you know what I mean? Like, maybe he is a beekeeper, and that's kind of one of the things. Yeah, it's a great box. I gotta get a paint mine. Yeah. Unfortunately, I mean, I love Weird, but they still haven't given me my artwork for my Through the Breach series. I gotta keep bugging him. You know, in fact, I'm gonna send him a quick message real quick. Hi, Kelly. Let me just do this real quick. Yeah. Sorry. I know I shouldn't be doing this, but because I'm in the middle of a stream, but Haunted Miniatures reminded me. And if I don't do it now, I'll never do it. Hey, Kelly. You've had a wonderful weekend. I'm doing well, super well. Still getting my shows together for the next few weeks. Done. Okay. Boom. All right. So I think we've now created a vibe where I think the Twilight Bees need to definitely feature as an element in each of the dishes. What do you guys think? Should there be something from each like, okay, you know, I'm just going to poll. Don't just ask and then wait 10 minutes, Michael. That's what polls are for. Polls. Twilight Bees. Feature in all dishes. Don't feature all dishes. Yeah. Now, keeping in mind, bees aren't necessarily like for example, honey isn't necessarily the only thing that we can look at here. Like, for example, honey mustard is good for the salad dishes. That could be kind of cool. What quality do candles from bee waxes have? Ooh, that's a good question. I like that. I would say candle wax from a Twilight Bee would... I would say that it would create an aurora. Like, you know, like as you create the flames, the flame wouldn't necessarily be yellow, it would be green. And it would then sort of spread, you know, kind of visually outwards. That would be kind of cool. Some meat dishes you rub in mustard, so it could be honey mustard. Yeah, exactly. Or you could use honey and barbecue sauce as well. That's also a good one. I'm in love with the details. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of the cool thing about food. Food is just so complex. All right. Looks like everyone's keen on featuring the Twilight Bees in a major thing. So, you know what? This could also, like, identify the restaurant. This could build up more about the person in charge. All right. So, theme, Twilight Bees. Owner. Yada, yada, yada. Bee maker. Okay, cool. Yeah. Okay. So, salad dish. So, I've got a really good idea. Let me know what you think. I'm just playing around with some ideas at the moment. What if we had a salmon fillet, cut them into small pieces, had 1 tablespoon of like the Twilight honey, a tablespoon of olive oil, standard olive oil, some small potatoes, and maybe some like what else? Maybe endive. Endive would be good. Then some lettuce and some radish. Make it a nice garden salad type thing. Beatrice. I feel like, yeah, okay, fair enough. Beatrice bot. Boswin. Yeah, Beatrice Boswin. I like that. That's cute. I was waiting for an Apis reference. Capri salad. Slices of tomato, alternated with slices of mozzarella, with basil leaves, olive oil, balsamic vinegar, salt, and pepper. We do need to have the honey bits in there. That's another thing. Ricchito radish salad with a fiery grape tomato sauce dressed with honey vinaigrette. Ooh, that's a good one. Spicy spice salad tamale with tamed with honey. I'm liking it. I think whenever I think of a salad dish, right? Because if you got to think about the flavors that you're going through, we've got the garlic, we've got the chili, and then we've got the honey. So what we want something fresh, right? That feeling of freshness. I like the honey mustard. I like the idea of the radish. Replace the balsamic vinegar with spicy honey sauce. Maybe one of the plants that the bees pollinate would be good. Ooh, that's not a bad idea. How do vegetables pollinate that way? Do vegetables pollinate? Good question. Maybe they do. Who knows? How do vegetables pollinate? Cross-pollination, self-pollination. Oh, they do. Of course they do. Dino would be more attuned to colors. Oh, yeah. No, that's right. So we want to play around with the colors. So roasted red and orange peppers with arugula and radish. Ooh, okay. I like that. Let's okay, so let's start with some of the basics. So salad. Colorful. That's one of our things. Is a colorful salad. Fresh taste. Yeah, very, very fresh taste. So, okay, so I think we've all agreed that radish, honey vinaigrette, or honey mustard. Actually, you know what? Let's save the honey mustard for the main dish. That's going to be better because honey mustard's going to go better with that. Because you can't use a honey vinaigrette in the main dish, but you could use honey mustard in the main one. This is nutty in a good way. I've never seen a DM go to this much detail in world building. Well, I mean, the idea behind the food is everything in my world, I want the food to function like a potion, and I want the food to be something you could make for your players at a table, and as they're eating these, get the bonuses off them. That's kind of the thing. This is like a dinner date D&D. A flower that's edible and has a lemony taste. Ooh, I like that idea. What about See, that could be really cool. What if it was like a cotton candy that was just lemon flavored, and you could like you know, like the waiter comes in, and then like almost like with a watering pail, pours the like a fog over your meal, and maybe that melts the cotton candy lemon, and then that turns it into the lemon dressing. Or maybe that's the honey vinaigrette. Oh, lemon fog and honey vinaigrette. Lemon fog. I like that. Oh, that's amazing. Oh, that's really cool. All right. So lemon fog, honey vinaigrette. All right. So the salad should be, where do we go? We went with radish. We went with, well, I mean, I feel like we have to have lettuce. Red leaf night dandelion for the leafy complement. Not fan of dandelion. Not fan of the dandelion. They put flour in the salad, but they don't taste nice usually. They do if they're fried. I don't know why everything tastes good fried. It really does. It's sad how true that is. So we want colors. Roasted orange and red peppers. That's lightly roasted. Orange and yellow peppers. I think orange and yellow. The reason why we want orange and yellow is because the radish is going to have that striking red. We've got the orange, we've got the yellow. What was the other thing that was said here? There was another really cool one. Basil leaf. I think basil leaf. Instead of basil leaf, let's go with rocket. Let's go with truffle oil. No, because we've got the vinaigrette, and that's going to add the sour note to it. Radish. Let's. Squash blossoms. Ooh, they are really good. Gonna head to bed. Night, everyone. Night, Myth. Have a wonderful evening. Can I tell you the report? Yes, you may. You may tell me the report. I would love to hear it. I would love to hear your report. Okay. All right. What if we went with... What are those tiny potatoes called? Oh, do we call it? Is that what we call it? We call it rocket. Oh, okay. New potatoes? Well, they're like tiny potatoes. What are they called? Tiny potatoes. Mini potatoes? They're just called baby potatoes? If you remove the sprouts and baby green. Oh, here we go. Potato types. There we go. Variety of types of potatoes. Okay. Not long whites. Not the yellow flesh ones. Not the maybe purple potatoes. That could be kind of cool. Yeah. Okay. So radish, lightly roasted, orange yellow, rocket. Okay. So purple potatoes or beetroot. What would you prefer? Purple potato or beetroot? Purple taties, beetroot. Lettuce and... I feel a poll. Okay, very well. Okay, new poll. Purple. Beetroot or purple cabbage or purple potato or purple carrots. There are a lot of purple vegetables. There we go. All right, let's throw that in there. All right, I'm going to be right back, and we'll check the poll in just a moment. We'll see. Everyone, thought you could escape me by having me come inside my cold shop, but no, I found you again. Yay! All right. Check it out. I'll be right back. All right. I have returned. Hype train? What? Why? Who? How? Well. Look, if we do another hype train, we'll extend the length of today's build. And we will finish the menu today if we get to the hype train. There you go. That's what we're doing. Hey, Rycon, how you doing? I'm kind of clumsy and all my keys are stuck. Aw. All right, let's see. Ironically, I can't actually see the results of the poll while the hype train's nearly there. Okay, there we go. Purple potatoes. Okay, so purple potatoes. Okay, so our salad has, okay, a colorful salad with sliced radishes, strips of lightly roasted orange and yellow capsicum, served on a bed of lettuce. No, of rocket. We don't need lettuce. With purple potatoes. Thank you so much, Aya Janasi. Mwah! You're too good to me. You're too kind. And Shadow Fox with the new gifted sub. Look at you being all 4 months in a row subbed. Hell yeah. Can't seem to push it off the ledge. Don't worry. The train's there. The train's all loaded up. It's just about to nick off, leave the station. All right. When served, the salad is presented with a special honey vinaigrette floss and at tableside the server pours a fog of lemon flavored mist over the vinaigrette, melting it into the salad. There you go. So that's what happens. So basically, as they pour it in, it then turns into that, and that is our salad. Okay. So what is the effect of this salad? What do we add to it? So we've got the honey vinaigrette. We've got that very fresh flavor. What benefit do you get? What magical effects happen here? So I like the idea of the fog being kind of magical. I like the idea of the mixed salad maybe coming from a dangerous creature, and if it does, what benefit does that creature give you? Good evening, Neat Zhao. Nice to see you. Nice to see you. Unless you're leaving, in which case we'll see you later. Did you delete that portion just now? I did. I shouldn't have, but I did. Thank you. There you go. So that's the ingredients. All right. Yeah, let's do it with a monster. I like that. So what if we had a vegetable boar or something? Another word for wild boar. Hog, oinker, picari, piggy, grunter, shoat, cob roller, razorback. Razorback. Okay, another word for vegetable. Legume, salad razorback. Saladback. Salaback. That kind of looks, that's cool. I like that. Have to go for now. Sorry, not feeling great. Hope you all have fun. No worries, Mac. Yeah, don't forget, send me that report and I'll read it a little later. Salaback. A plant creature resembling a wild boar that grows fertile soil on its body. It uses this as a defense, but when cultivated, can produce very rich tasting vegetables. Oh, you already sent it in chat? Ah, let me have a look. I think I might have missed it. Crimson successfully broke CC before the start of the session. Oh no. Oh, was that it? Oh, very well. Yeah, I think, yeah, maybe. Have you thought about using mandrake leaves as an ingredient? Yeah, that'd be cool. Mandrake leaves. So maybe instead of rocket, we could have mandrake leaves. That could be kind of cool. And then we'll put that as rocket. Yes. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. All right. So now that we have like our little monster, which is, of course, our salaback, what we now need to do is figure out what the benefit of eating this meal is. So maybe the effects of eating So much of this particular creature stuff allows you to enhances the diner's sense of smell enhances, and they are now able and become heartier. Of the wild boar that grows and becomes heartier, gaining advantage on Constitution saving throws against sickness or nausea. Okay, so I think that's a nice start for the time being. I was about to get the hype train thing. I'll tell you about it later. Sorry I've lingered for so long. Actually, be off now. No worries. We'll see you later. Not Puppy, no Mandragora. The drowsy Cirrus in the world shall ever medicine thee to that sweet sleep which thou ousted yesterday. Very poetic. I like it. All right. So we have our salad, which is the Salabac salad, which I think is kind of nice. Which has a colorful salad with slices of radish, strips of lightly roasted orange and yellow capsicum, served on a bed of mandrake leaves with purple potatoes. When served, the salad is presented with a special honey vinaigrette floss. And at tableside, the server pours a fog of lemon-flavored mist over the vinaigrette, melting it into the salad. Nice. I love it. I love it. That is a great one. All right. Which brings us to the main dish and drink accompaniment. All right, we got 20 minutes. Let's get this done. Let's make this happen. Now, with the Salabac, I love the idea of the Salabac salad being a thing where there's this like wild boar that covers itself in fertile soil. Like it knows which soil to put on itself. And if you grow vegetables out of it, they're delicious vegetables, right? It also makes sense that the bees are kind of being doing the pollination for these creatures because these creatures are incredibly aggressive and dangerous, which also makes sense if these are also then being harvested. So the main dish should be something, something using the Salabac, like the Salabac ribs or Salabac chops or whatever. You know what I mean? I mean, what do you think? Should the Salabac be used for the main dish? Yay or nay? What do you guys feel? Forgotten childhood memories. I will add that to the dessert. Yeah, so it's kind of going to be like a pork dish. Oh no, I've offended you. Salabac for the main dish. Salabac for the main dish. All right, looks like that's what we're going with. Okay, so what's good with pork? What's a good pork dish? I guess one thing I want to look at is what culture do we want to look at for this? Because right now this is very French cuisine, right? Is what I'm getting. French and Italian. Because the bread is kind of an Italian thing. The salad, the fresh garden salad is definitely in that kind of like French Italian thing. Yeah. Okay, what are some good Italian pork dishes? What are some good ones there? Italian pork tenderloin. Pizziola. Ossobuco. I mean, ossobuco is okay. Porchetta arroz. That's just literally a pork roast, dude. Let's look at French pork dishes. Oh, garlic rack herb. Oh, that sounds amazing. French onion stuffed pork loin. That's also not bad. Florentine. Oh my god. Yes. Right? Arrosto di mele con latte. Google, tell me what this is. Ooh, that does look very tasty. It does look very tasty. Well, at least some of it looks really tasty. Some of it looks like very home ingredients. Latte di burro. Ciao rosmarino. Pasta prosciutto with truffle sauce. Ooh, okay. Pork stuffed with vegetables or pork wrapped in dough. You know what? I think I'm gonna veto this. I think I'm gonna veto this only because I love the idea of a Florentine. Like a Florentine for me is like that happy marriage of the two. We could easily use the honey mustard in that as well, which is great. Truffles are overrated. Truffles can be overrated. They definitely can be. All right. So, if you want pork at a palm, I've been there. So much good ham dishes. Sal Black Florentine. Okay, so, Salback loin, stuffed. What do you call it? Stuffed, rolled, stuffed with spinach, cut into lardons, onion, garlic, breadcrumb, honey mustard, bacon, Saddleback bacon, okay, so Saddleback Florentine is the loin stuffed with spinach, onion, garlic, breadcrumb, honey. Okay, but what do we serve it with? I mean, normally you'd eat that on your own, but what about potato and asparagus? That could be a good one. Next time you see Guy and or Janet, you're going to cook this all for them. If ever I get a chance to, I guarantee you I will cook something amazing for them. I love cooking. I really do. I just am very... Oh, that's it. I've got it. Gia di Laurentiis, pork loin, pork recipes with... Okay. Served with... It's not couscous, is it? No, it's not couscous. It's... Damn it, what is it? What are you thing? You are... Damn it. I don't know what this is. What is the side dish for this thing? Couscous could be a really good option. No, it's a type of grain. I don't know what it's called. Have a look at the picture. Let me know. Served with... We got the potato in the salad, right? Yeah, potatoes in the salad. So I think couscous is a good thing. Served with asparagus. Because we want color as well. So there's the green barley. Is it barley? I think it might be. Purple potato gnocchi. Yeah, that's actually not a bad idea. Yes. No, that's it. That's it. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Thank you, Laura. Served with a barley salad with potato, with purple potato, tomato, cucumber, tomato, cucumber, red capsicum. Maybe instead of tomato, red capsicum. That's it. Red capsicum. Purple carrot, red capsicum. Spring onion and feta. Yes! Zucchini. Yeah, actually, you know what? Zucchini could be good. Yeah. I think that would kill. Zucchini. Now, not all my recipes, by the way, when I get to writing this book, are going to be as detailed as these. But given it was a hype train, and given I had no idea what I wanted to world build today, it was nice to be able to work on something like this with you guys. Don't forget to post these to your cookbook channel. Yeah, no, I won't forget to put these to my cookbook channel. All right. So, main dish, Celebac Florentine with barley salad. So, Celebac's loin, yada yada, served with a barley salad with purple carrots, red capsicum, zucchini, spring onion, and feta. Wonderful. Okay. Now, here's the important bit. How do we make this magical? Oh, I've got an idea. Okay. What if it's something to do with like following the same trend of like the dipping sauce and stuff like that? What if the drink accompaniment helped out in some way? What if eating the Salabac gave someone because what do we want to really communicate here? Like I like the whole nighttime thing, like the vibe of like being able to see in the being able to like ignore the bright lights, getting to like you remove cuts and burns, becoming immune to vampires for a while, removing nausea. Then then your sense of smell heightens, and you become even hardier. I think at this point, stamina. So after eating, you feel as though you have enjoyed the benefit of a long rest, restoring your stamina and vigor. If consumed with the drink, it will also amplify your sense of other creatures, allowing you to detect hostilities within 20 foot for 12 hours. So basically when you eat it, you get the benefit of a long rest. Maybe a short rest. Short rest would be better. Restoring your stamina and vigor. And removing fatigue. If consumed with the drink, it will also amplify your sense of other creatures, allowing you to detect hostilities within 12 hours. So, how about the spices coming from some special places like pepper grown on the side of the mountains where dragons are all blurred inside. Saffron grows next to the manticores there. Well, yeah, I mean, I think having a few spices like that would be really, really cool. I think for this one, the salabac is kind of already in the magical area there. The drink definitely needs something though. We need to add something new to the drink. So because we're going with the honey thing, I think mead is kind of the question here. It's also white, which means that it should go with the pork really, really well. Pillow Plan, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome in. My name is Michael. I'm the Dead as a Gamer. I do role-playing games, and today we are doing some world building. Ooh, pork fillet and mead. Actually, you know what? That's not a terrible idea. What if we call it the Drunk Salabac Florentine with barley salad? The roast is cooked in an oven slowly with a tray of moonlight honey syrup. Within tray with moonlight honey syrup that soaks moonlight honey mead. Of Twilight Mead. Yeah, let's call it that. Twilight Mead. Tray of Twilight Mead that infuses the Florentine with its flavor. And then the drink accompaniment is Twilight Mead. Because it makes sense, right? Like, because the character that we made... So, Pillow Playing, just to let you know what we're doing. So, long story short, in my world of Aulestria, potions and the like are a part of magic known as consumption magic. In my world, scrolls, potions, all that sort of stuff, they are designed so that people who don't have magic, so non-sorcerer wizards and stuff like that, will actually get to be able to use magic in some degree based on your skills and your ability to, mix reagents and rare items. One of the elements of that is food, because instead of looking at alchemy as just like potion, whoop, I wanted to make things delicious because I like food and I want it to be delicious. So we're working on a menu of magic dishes that'll be the feature menu of a character that we're going to create. We'll likely create the character next week. because we have technically come to time, but we're going to go over a little bit so we can finish off our drink and dessert. But yeah, this is the character's details so far. Right now, her theme, or the theme of this person, whose name is Beatrice Boswin, is that she is a beekeeper. She has a hive of twilight bees, which are a special type of bee that only really travels out at night and harvests from specific nocturnal plants. And she uses the honey in a lot of her recipes. It starts with a brioche bun and dipping oil, where the brioche itself is very, very dense and has pistachios that have been smoked by a tiny little dragon lizard type thing. There are then 3 dipping oils. The first oil is an asclepias root that heals burns to the mouth. The second is a Dawnfire garlic oil, which allows your eyes to sort of not be harmed by intense bright light. In addition, it also makes your blood temporarily more toxic to vampires because it's, garlic, but it's like super garlic. The Moonlight Honey, which comes from the Twilight Bees, is a palate cleanser, so it wipes out that sort of spicy root taste, as well as the garlic, stops you from having bad breath, etc., and also removes any sickened conditions you might have. Then we have the Salback Salad, which is a salad made of vegetables grown on the back of a large wild boar, which is known for getting very nutrient-rich mud and creating an armored coating for itself. The salad is radishes, lightly roasted, yellow and orange capsicum, on a bed of mandrake leaves with purple potatoes, that is served with a special honey vinaigrette that is turned into a fairy floss kind of thing. And then at tableside, a fog from like a watering can is poured, and the fog is lightly lemon flavored, and the vinaigrette then sort of melts into the salad as you're eating it. Diners' sense of smell becomes invigorated, and they become heartier, gaining advantage on Constitution saving throws against. You know what? We're not going to go with sickness and nausea. We're going to go with exhaustion and fatigue for 1 day. Yeah, there we go. Honey glazed peanuts. We haven't done that yet, but we may for the dessert. The main dish is the drunk Salabac Florentine with barley salad. Salabac loin stuffed with spinach cut into lardons, onions, garlic, breadcrumbs, honey mustard, honey, of course, coming from the bees again, Salabac bacon, and Salabac bacon. Served with a barley salad with purple carrots, red capsicum, zucchini, spring onions, and feta, which, as you remember, with your eyes now soaking in so much color, these are just going to look like it's going to look vibrant. It's going to look like a kaleidoscope of colors on your plate, which is going to be amazing. The roast is then cooked slowly over a tray with Twilight mead that infuses that mead flavor inside the Florentine. After you eat it, you feel as though you've enjoyed the benefit of a short rest, restoring your stamina and vigor and removing any fatigue you might already have. If consumed with the drink, it'll also amplify your sense of other creatures, allowing you to detect hostilities within 20 foot for 12 hours. Twilight mead. So now we're up to the Twilight mead. That's where we're at the moment. So what is the effect of the mead? Let's see. All right, so let's look at what type of mead this is. Twilight mead. The mead lacks the iconic golden color that most honey meads have. Instead, having a rich, dark blue color that seems almost pearlescent. The sweet flavor is readily apparent. and is heavily spiced with pepper, apple, orange zest, apple, something. We need apple because apple's really good with pork. So maybe and maybe a 10% apple cider mix. Cider mix. All right, there we go. You're just making me hungry. Good, excellent. I'm glad. Also, thank you so much for the raid the other day on AJ's channel. GM Workshop was super appreciated, man. Greatly appreciated. Okay. When the bottle is first opened, the vapors of the mead create a aurora similar to those created when the twilight beeswax is lit for the purposes of a candle. So there we go. So what is the effect of drinking the mead on its own? What is the effect of drinking the mead? Gain dark vision. That's just such a no-brainer. Dark vision for 12 hours. Easy. Easy. Straight up. My dark vision potion is mead from the Twilight Bee. Which means that in my world, when you have a potion of dark vision, the potion of dark vision likely, in part, contains elements of Twilight Mead, right? Let's say, well, because it's the raw ingredient, let's go with 6 hours, right? So how much does so spell D&D 5e dark vision spell? Okay, so a dark vision spell from D&D lasts for 8 hours. So what we should do here is we should make dark vision for 4 hours for when you drink the mead, because what you can then do is you can create a potion of dark vision which would contain the mead, and it would be the alchemist who is like modifying it. So it wouldn't, it wouldn't necessarily taste bad, but you would have an idea of the flavor profile of what it is and why it is that specific ingredient. So that's the nature of my world. That is this here, what we've just done here with the drink is precisely 100% what I want to do with potions and stuff like that. I don't want people to just go, oh, I downed this potion and it was delicious and I now I have bull strength. It's like, well, no, actually when you drink it, it's got like kind of a chunkier, maybe beef broth kind of thing. It almost like an Irish stew, but because it's a potion, instead of actually eating an Irish stew, which would give you like a lesser version of bull strength, you could have an alchemist distill elements of it. So it would taste like beef stock kind of thing, but it would give you bull strength. That's the nature of it. Dag, may I ask you 2 questions concerning food? They can wait if you do not wish to progress. No, absolutely. Please do. We have our last menu item before we will be calling the stream, but I would be more than happy to answer any questions, because keep in mind this stream is all super chill. So if you guys want to ask me any questions, not just about what we're doing, but even just about RPGs in general, about myself, please do ask away. Okay, so we got the dessert, and we had a suggestion from AK Rider that that it should give you a sense of forgotten childhood memories. Now, keeping in mind, honey is still playing a big part of it, and I want us to be creative, right? Like, I don't want to just say, like, hey, let's just put honey on something and call it a day, right? Ricotta and mascarpone honey cheesecake. Ooh, that's a good one. With fresh berries and lemon thyme. Comforting, good memories. That is really good. I like that. I tend to bring Twilight Vision into my games where they can see in dim light instead of total darkness, and the lights of the stars are brighter than normal This is my bias against dark vision. Look, I don't disagree with that. That's actually a really cool idea. I love the idea of twilight vision. For me, I guess dark vision, for me, the element of it that has been problematic has always been the colors. So by eating this full meal, if the whole course is consumed, your dark vision, as provided by the mead, if the whole meal is consumed, let's try it here. If the whole meal is consumed, allows you to see in color. I like that idea. Yeah, so that's kind of cool. Because the first dish kind of opened up your eyes, second one's opening up your senses, and then by the time you get to the dessert, you're getting that sense of like, oh my god, like, yeah, like you can see dark vision in color. That'd be amazing. Okay, let's have a look. McBluff, first, one concerns your world. How does food engineering work in your world? Like, how do many varieties of apple around the world? Do you have any specific fruits that you would carry innate? So it would be reflected, so when I look at a lot of worlds that are built, there are a lot of reflections of the real world in there. For me, food is one of them. So there will be tons of species of apples, for example. Many of which, like anything you can get in the real world, you can get in my fantasy world. Let's start there. In addition to that, there are extra species which are, okay, hold on, let me go back. I'm going to have my pipe of Michael speaking properly. Okay, here we go. Ready? So, to begin with, everything in our world that is food will be available in the fantasy world. Second, the rarity of that food will also be taken into account. In addition to that, there will be a number of magical reagents, things that come from magical creatures, things that don't exist, but have a near equivalency. So let's say, for example, the Salabac. Now, the Salabac, I'm not a pipe smoker, I just have this for accenting things. The Salabac is a wild boar, right? So it's, while at the same time as it being in the real world, it's also a mythical creature. And it's not easy to find. They aren't, all around the place. They haven't become major parts of, domesticated livestock. But that's the nature of this world. Is things are like that. Michael's body is a temple. It is definitely not a temple. It is definitely some sort of sugared candy mountain. It is Willy Wonka's beta site, as far as I know. I love sugar, and that's my vice. But no, I don't smoke. I don't do drugs. I barely drink alcohol. Definitely, we actually went through our cupboard the other day, and we found so much alcohol, and we're just like, how come we got so much? It's like, because people keep giving it to us, and we just don't drink it that often. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, Willy Wonka's beta site. So that's the answer to yours. So basically, so there'd be different variations, and those variations would be modified based on, where they're at. I'm surprised I'm not diabetic with the ridiculous amount of candy I eat. Yeah, me too. I probably am, but, if you got to die of something. All right. Pillow playing. I'm not very experienced with D&D aside from small details. What is something you make sure to include to have players have a more immersive experience? That's an excellent question. So I guess here's the thing. I am because my job is running games and stuff like that, as well as doing the live streaming thing. So my full-time career is being a GM. My advice is this. You can't expect everyone to fall into the immersion. There are definitely going to be players out there who are just interested in listening to the story, and players who are out there who are just interested in just using their controller and controlling a character in the space. They don't want to be immersed. And if that's the case, that's not on you as a GM to force that situation or to try and make that happen when it doesn't need to. But if you really want to help include that level of immersion, one of my techniques that works a charm without having to put much effort in, because I could give you a whole literal course on here is how you immerse your players, but that won't help you because you won't walk away with that. Here is something you can walk away with. if my players ask for a check, they will fail automatically. That's it. Now, I know it sounds really harsh, but bear with me. The reason being is there are so many times when I play games where I don't want my players to make checks. Like, cool, I'm going to run and I'm going to jump over this log and then I'm going to jump to the other side. It's like, cool, you're a barbarian. You just do it, right? But the fact that they go, can I make an athletics check to jump over the log? Yeah, you can. And then they go, okay, I rolled this. So what they're not asking is can I jump over the log? They're asking me if they can make a roll. And the more times that language becomes commonplace at my table, the longer... yeah, this is where you can plug your YouTube videos. Yeah, go check out my YouTube channel. I don't know how to plug myself. I don't know how to plug myself. I'm terrible. There you go. You can see like all my advice and stuff like that there. There it is. All right. Thank you. Anyway, the important thing here is there are times where I don't want them to make checks because I just think that they should succeed. There are also times where I want to see how their character interprets themselves in that world. So let's go with the example of jumping across a lake, right? I don't want someone to say, I'd like to make an athletics check to jump across the lake. I want people to say, okay, so Alan walks up to the river's bed, looks left, looks right, and realizes it's about, like, how far is it? And I say about 10 foot. It's like, oh, it's about 10 foot. He thinks he can make it. All right, he takes a bit of a run up, and then he leaps into the air and jumps across. Great. Make an athletics check. Now, I'm asking you for one, right? Or I might just say, okay, you leap through the air, and as you do so, you think for a moment that you're not going to make it, but you land just on the edge as the soft and loamy soil on the other bank lands. You know, that for me is way more immersive because I do not take my players out to go and deal with stats. There are some exceptions to this rule, though, such as things like insight bonuses and sense motive. Those are big ones. They are very difficult to ask for when it comes to that. But anything else, you should be fine, right? So, like, yeah, it's like, I want to track my friends. Cool, fantastic. I know what you want. Tell me what you're doing. Okay, I look around and I try to look for footprints or any signs that people have come through here. Fantastic, make a survival check. I want to lie to the guard so that he'll let us in. It's like, don't tell me. Let me know what you do. Okay, I walk up to the guard and say, I'm here to see the queen. I am her uncle from a nearby kingdom. Fantastic. That's not true. You can make a bluff check or a deception check. That's literally how I prefer to play. I'm very strict sometimes with some of my tables, and I say, if you ask me for a check, you fail, but that'll only last, until they get accustomed to not asking me for checks. After a while, I'm okay with it because they do that, but that's the best thing. If you want to immerse people, tell people to stop telling you what checks are. Same thing with attack roll, like in combat. Instead of being like, I swing I'm going to attack him. It's like, no. If you, don't go if you're going to attack him, like you fail, but say like, cool, what do you do? I rush up to the guy with my sword and I swing. Okay, cool. You walk up to your sword, you swing. Now, the thing is, you can get into a whole bunch of details with that. Like, I swing across his chest, or I stab him in the eye. But, over details can sometimes feel a little lackluster when you're like, cool, I want to stab him in the throat. And then it's like, yeah, I got a 21. It's like, yeah, you stab him in the throat, but he's not dead because we're playing D&D and you've got hit points. And unfortunately, for some reason, when you aimed at his throat, you hit him in the throat, but he only took 12 damage, and he's got 82 hit points, so he kind of pulls your blade out of his neck, So yeah, don't let players over-explain their actions in combat, but also, in turn, don't let them under-explain it by simply just brushing things off. So there you go. That's my advice. I hope it was helpful. I don't know if it was, but yeah. Let's TLDR that. TLDR, if you ask for a check, you fail. Always describe what you're doing. Just in combat, be careful. Good. Done. All right, we're on to desserts. Food magic. Yes, Tato. Tato! Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to introduce one of my best friends online, one of the best friends I've never met. Detective Tato and I go back many, many years now. He was one of the first people that I worked with when I became a content creator, and I love Tato to bits. He's been on a bunch of my shows, including Starfinder, Through the Breach, a whole bunch of other stuff. So yeah. Thank you so much. Gives me things to say about. I'm glad, Pillow. I hope that and keeping in mind, here's another thing as well. There is no right and wrong way to play. A lot of people, especially GMs, suffer from what's called the professional GM effect, where you may find yourself comparing yourself to professional actors and things like that. Do not. Everyone's got their own style. Everyone's got their own pace. I play with games that are so painful. And being run by professionals. So trust me when I say this. We see our live plays and stuff like that through gilded eyes, and it's not something we need to keep to ourselves. Always make sure you appreciate the simple fact that the fact that you are GMing is a shared experience, and that even if your players never say it, they will always appreciate the time, the effort, and the love you put into your games. So yeah. Tato. Sorry. TLDR, don't ask for a role, describe what you want to do. Don't assume it'll work. Yep, there you go. That's it. Yeah, beautiful. McBluff, that was perfect. That was absolutely perfect. Well done. All right. Back to the dessert. Now, Tato, here's where we're at. We're creating a dessert for a chef who is making magical cuisine. Their theme is like honey for the most part. Honey and pork, really. So we're on to the dessert menu. So I'm looking for like something creative that's not just honey drizzled on something, right? Like I want to find something that's going to really show off. Yeah. So this is how, I want something that's really going to show off like the flexibility of honey without necessarily just going, oh, cool, it's, just this. Falling asleep, sofa time for me. Drag these old bones to bed. No worries, Avarian. Take care, my friend. Be well. Be awesome. And it's always a pleasure seeing you. Always is. Aya Janasi, thank you so much for your kind and generous bits. Yay! Recreate something that looks like honeycomb? Yeah, that'd be really cool. I mean, you know what? You can actually chew on and eat beeswax as well. So, I mean, there's also that too. Pillow, I was always worried about making things fun and keeping them interesting. Depending on who you're playing with, most of the time your players will have fun just because you're there. And as long as you are a GM that they want to play with, the game is always going to be fun. It's always going to be fun. Now, someone said something really cool early on. I want to try and find it. It might have been Lance. Twilight Vision's game. Where was it? I will find it. Here we go. Ricotta and mascarpone honey cheesecake garnished with fresh berries, lemon and thyme. Comfort and good memories. Yeah, I do like maybe a panna cotta, actually, thinking about the cheesecake kind of thing. Eating honeycomb is supposed to be kind of tasty. It is tasty. Painful dessert. Looks like a bee's stinger. Dessert is inside, but it stings you to eat it. Well, I mean, that is not terrible. That's not a terrible idea. What if it's not a terrible idea? Bed for me too, Ira Janasi. No worries. Ciao and good night. Farewell. We won't be up very long, but thank you for all of your kindness and all of your wonderful bits. Again, guys, all the support that we're getting this month is going to be, a portion of it is going to go towards Dread, who of course is our good friend. We are looking after him. We love him to bits, and we just want to make sure he's okay. So yeah. I didn't say this enough. Thanks for reminding me. I greatly appreciate all the work you put into your games, and beyond always checking with your players. Aw. Also sorry for keep summoning deities and dragons. Oh, that's right. There's a dragon tonight. Jesus. Okay, yeah. So we're playing Curse of Strahd later on tonight, and there's a brain dragon. Yep. Brain dragon. How is he? Is he that off limits? No, it's not off limits. I'm not gonna lie, he's not doing well. It's hard, but being in the situation he is in is always going to be hard. That's why he's got a very good support network of friends and family. Ooh, crystallized honey as a crunchy topping. Oh, that's beautiful. That is beautiful. So what about No, okay, yeah, okay, I got it. Lemon and no, not lemon. Lemon? No. Almond panna cotta. Almond honey panna cotta with crystallized twilight honey, served with aurora berry jam. No. With an aurora berry sauce. Oh, there's a world building tag now. Ooh, I need to do that. Permission to post a link. Oh yeah, of course. Please go ahead by all means. Almond honey panna cotta with crystallized twilight honey. Maybe it should be vanilla. Almond and vanilla bean panna cotta with crystallized twilight honey, served with aurora berry sauce. I like that. It is plated on a sheet of crispy honey cracker, on a honey cracker with a chocolate coating shaped like a honeycomb. I like that. That's good. What's this one? Honey cake. Ooh, let's have a look at that. Those are freaking cute, GM. Yeah, those are adorable. Oh, that is amazing. Why aren't I just Googling pictures? I'm so hungry now. Is there a recipe to go with this? I want to make it. I don't have a recipe, but if I were to make one up, here is what it would be. It would be 1.5 whole cup full cream milk, 3 teaspoons of gelatin, 1/2 cup of honey, 1.5 cup thickened cream, 1 teaspoon of almond extract, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. Fresher the better for the vanilla, especially if you can get the Madagascar bean. I'd say teaspoon of blueberry, cranberry, and create a simple sauce or jam with the blueberries and cranberries. Tempered chocolate, cut to beehive shape. Placed onto a thin sheet of waffle mix, cooked in pan and cut to shape of beehive. There you go. That is my rudimentary recipe. Have I heard of a petit four? I have heard of a petit four. What is a petit four? It is for being small. Yeah, no, petit four is kind of like a... I think it's usually like in a 7-course meal or a very, very, like long course meal. It's a tiny cake, yeah. All right, so almond vanilla bean cottage, yada. Okay, cool. So, what is the effect? The panna cotta comes out glowing with an aurora from the berry sauce. When consumed, diners are said to be able to witness the full resplendence of an aurora, and within, some have claimed to see visions of the future, the past, and memories thought to have been long forgotten. All right, and then aurora berry, common, a colorful berry that, when introduced to water, produces a soft light. It is commonly used in children's confectionery. Done. Boom. Okay, there you go. That's the aurora berry as well. So we've got a bunch of stuff now. And then if the whole course is consumed, you gain dark vision as provided by the mead. And you allows you to see in color. In addition, you have advantage against when using scent or vision based perception checks. And for 24 hours are immune to contracting vampirism. There you go, done. That's cool. I like that. Inspiring you to make food-related miniature and hero forge. If you're interested, I can post the link here. If not, I'll throw it in the Discord. Yeah, throw it in the Discord because we're about to end. But I would definitely love to see it. Now, for the purposes of this, because this is one of my created ones, I'm going to be posting this over on the Discord in the... where do I put it? I'm going to put this in the... Actually, you know what? I'm not going to put it anywhere. But I am going to, in the cookbook, put down the recipe for the dessert. Okay, so there you go. So the dessert is Twilight Panna Cotta. And if you want to check out the Discord, there it is. Boom, Discord. Did Stream Elements? Oh no, there you go. Lance did as well. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so 1.5 cups full cream milk, gelatin, honey, thickened cream, almond extract, vanilla extract, blueberries and cranberries, sauce, biscuit and chocolate, okay, so there's that, and to make the panna cotta, yeah, that's easy, there we go. Flare, add pinch of black or blue pearlescent powder. And lightly toast when done. All right, done. Twilight Panna Cotta is now on the Discord. Easy, easy. Whew. All right. Very cool. Also, I did just see the dwarf you just made. Let me see if I can pull that up for people to see. Let's see. Beautiful. There it is. All right. So there's the lovely Hero Forge Mini. It looks really cool. Looks very cool. I like the fact that they've added the new sitting down character poses. So that's one of the new ones. I also super love. I've also done my own eating character. Let me just pull him up here real quick. I think he is. Let's see. Nope, he's not here. Yep, here we go. This is one of the ones we made for a stream already. It was a cheesecake otter. He, yeah, basically shoots cheesecakes at people. Don't ask me why. Yeah, cheesecake otter. Here's another one of my chef characters. My pie making Minotaur. Yeah, lots of really cool stuff that you can do with Hero Forge. All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, thank you so much for coming and joining us today. I hope that you are all incredibly hungry, or at least as hungry as I am, because, oh my god, I'm definitely going to go eat now. We are going to go and send on this Cheesecake is happiness, yes. We're going to go and send our love and our raid over to another channel because, of course, we love to support each other, and a rising tide raises all ships. So, who is out and about at the moment? Who is on Level Up TV? We got a couple of people on Level Up TV. We got a couple of people there. Let's see, who else do we have? Who does stuff? Who is doing stuff? Who am I? Where am I? Yeah. I hope you guys had fun. I had fun. I had so much fun with this today. Let's see. We got Rowan. We got Careful Cantrip doing stuff. We do love Careful Cantrip. And it looks like we might have a winner. Oh, what's AJ up to? Let's see. Worldbuilding chats with Mandari. Oh, okay. Yeah, let's go chat with Mandari because she'll raid Careful Cantrip in a little bit as well. There we go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, thank you so much for joining us again. Stick around as we go and raid our dear friend AJ Winters, who is a fellow creator from Perth. She is a wonderful and creative being. Send all the love. I want you guys to flood the chat with as many love hearts and as many raid emotes as you can muster. I do not want her to be able to read a damn thing for like a minute or two. All right? let's go out. Let's see what they're up to. And till we meet again, as always, from me to you, game hard or die trying. Good night, everybody.